Alright, so as much as I think I know about banana trees, apparently I don't. So a co-worker and her husband just give me the skinny on these banana trees. So you see the main tree I've got here, the tallest one. That was the first one, and then all these baby ones are called pups. So each one of these smaller trees, there's a real small one right there, it's called a pup, and apparently you're only supposed to grow these in groups of 3. They say the grandma, the mama, and the daddy, and then you have to get rid of the kids. So only 3. So I am going to start separating these, and the first thing to do is actually dig out one of the pups. There's a small one there, so we'll start with that one first. Okay, so you see there's not a lot of space in between these, and look how big that main trunk is of that main tree. It's huge. It's probably about, I don't know, about 18 inches around. So first thing we're going to do is take our flat shovel, and we're going to come down straight. And then after I do that, I'm going to dig on the outside on this side and try to get some of the root mass. So again, I've dug straight down, and now I'm going to dig around the other side of it to try to get some of those rhizomes. Alright, so this is after I dug it out. You can see where that's where the flat side came down on the back. And then hopefully I've got enough of these roots on here. And there's the rhizomes you want. See the little fine roots right there? And that's what I want to make sure I have on this pup. So now this one is all ready to be planted. Alright, so now that we have the small pup planted or transplanted, we got to work on these larger ones. Now here's the problem with these. One, they're pretty large, alright, and they're growing pretty close to that main tree. So we're going to try to get that straight down cut on that back side again. You can see another pup popping up. So this time what we're going to do is we're actually going to we're going to stump the tree, we're going to cut it to about right here. Get rid of the tree, and I've been told that as long as the tree has not fruited yet, that stump will regrow pretty quickly into a new pup. So either way, I've got to get rid of these trees, so we're going to go ahead and test this theory out. Cut this one down and then dig it out, and again with that root mass, and be able to basically replant that stump somewhere else, and again that stump should regenerate into a new pup. So here I've cut the larger pup, and you can just see the amount of moisture and water that these trees absorb. This is right after I cut it. You see it just dripping. You can see how that's just full of water. So I hated to do this, but apparently if these grow too close to each other, it stresses out that main tree and you probably won't get any fruit yield. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. And next I'm going to dig out this stump here. Alright, so this is my stump that I just dug out. It's not very easy. But you can see I got some rhizomes on there. Some nice rooting. And then you can actually see how the next pup is about to start. So again, that's how it sends up pups. But I should have enough roots on this stump, and we're going to go ahead and plant this, and again we'll monitor it and see what happens. Alright, so I just dug up my last pup. Again, pretty large pup. Pretty neat to see all the rings in there. But again, you see all the rhizomes and the root system. So this stump should grow back into a banana tree. And now I've got my banana farm down to 3 trees. Doesn't look as pretty anymore. But if we want fruit, This is what I was told that we need to do. So again, we went from about let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went from about 8 trees down to 3, and I transplanted 2 already. 1 pup. There's all my scraps I got to throw away, or probably just mulch up to use for fertilizer underneath the banana tree. And then I planted the stump over there on the other side. So I'm testing at least 1 stump, and then 1 without stumping it, doing the whole pup, and gonna see if there's a difference. Anyways, down to 3 trees. Well, if you've never seen a cross section of a banana trunk, here you go. It's pretty fascinating. Just got filled with these little chambers that I guess are ideal for holding in moisture and water. You can see this piece is still dripping. Actually, if you smell it, it smells like banana. But yeah, I wonder if you can actually drink the fluids from this. I'm not sure about that, but I'm guessing you probably could to survive if you had to. Anyways, pretty neat. So just an update. This is one of the stumps that I transplanted about 5 weeks ago. And again, it was just that stump. And it has grown, started from the middle, looked really dark and black, and then turned into this little tree. Now let's see how good the pup is doing. And you can see the pup is not faring. Matter of fact, I would argue the pup is done. So definitely cutting the tree down and planting the stump is probably the best method. And then here's the banana trees doing well, sending up new pups. And the biggest surprise, it's 5 weeks from splitting them up, we have got our flower and we've got bananas. So each petal of that flower is actually producing a bunch of bananas. You can see the other one's coming in underneath that one. And as this stalk grows, this stalk right here gets bigger or longer, this flower will get smaller and come down towards the end. And again, each petal should have a bunch of bananas on each one. So pretty neat. Splitting them up didn't disrupt the fruiting process.